Greetings everybody, Blackshock here, and from the very beginning I'm extremely sorry about the low FPS. It turns out some of the maps do not like my PC, especially on ultra settings, so for the future reference I will be dropping them to high or even medium in some cases. Of course still using ground HD textures and infantry HD textures, and today, after we have that of the map, of the screen, of something, sorry my English sometimes fails me. Today I just want to give you a small overview on next commander selection thinking, the command tree. This time we are taking the Luftwaffe tactics, which basically they are kinda, how should I say, they can be both defensive and offensive. I will explain in a moment. So, typically we have a few tanks to research and get. So we get a new version of Panzer Kampfwagen 4. Then we get Hetzer or Panzer 4. Because it turns out like Panzer Kampfwagen and Yak Panthers, I know I pronounce it badly, sorry for that, are basically the most common unit on the in the game. And then, as we have these tanks, we of course get air recon. Then we might get an ability to drop bombs, airstrikes, and combater patrol, which is great area of effect ability. It really is awesome. Now the second best thing is this. Like our pioneers, Luftwaffe pioneers can, or Luftwaffe pioneers can build 88 guns, which are just great. They have really awesome firepower, great range, and all of that jazz. And yeah, some 88s, if you build like enough of them, then this ability is really great. You can call like an artillery, and their normal limitations of range do not apply, which is great. Simple as that. Now, let's get to the pioneers itself, the Luftwaffe, Luftwaffe pioneers. We get an ability to call paradrop of Fallschirmjägers or Gebirgsjägers. They have some changes, like they are different in what terrain they are good or something like that. And to give you like a small presentation in which area they can drop, for example, we will try to drop them like here. Yep, the fog of war limitations and all that just do not apply. You can simply drop both of these guys. Of course this is a bad place because they will be shredded by this. And yeah, I lowered my voice settings so that you will be able to hear me more properly. And yeah, they will die. But anyways, I just show you that yeah, the limitations do not apply. Now, for the rest of things, for example, air patrol here. So any armor or other unit will be attacked, potentially destroyed, if everything goes well. The other standard thing is fragmentation bomb, which we can use here, because that's Junker's diving bomber, and you can see the very typical sound. Oh, the problem is it got destroyed and it couldn't drop the bomb, and the recharge time is kinda high, you might say. But let's, for example, put our pioneers here. I think they are paradropped. Yes, they are. Which is even better, because if they are called off screen of the map to the map, it would take too much like way too long for them to get to the place, which is nice time saving. They can get MP40 machine gun upgrade, and then they can build like a barricade fortified version of both Flak 38 and 88 gun. An 88 gun is great. And we might as well put it one here. And then one here. Yeah, honestly I don't know if fortified or not fortified versions are better. Like maybe fortified have bigger health, they are harder to destroy and all of that jazz. But yeah, basically that's main reason to get Luftwaffe tactics, to build 88 guns which have really awesome firepower. And of course we get a recon, of course assuming it doesn't get destroyed, we get butterfly bombs, so choke points and all of that, like yeah, choke points and strong points. Sorry, I should say that choke points can be easily mined. And yeah, the recharge time of them is really short, so you can spam it a lot, assuming you have resources, of course. Sorry, my mouse seemed to stop working for a second. Okay, the other thing, as you can see, this tree is definitely more active. There's a lot of abilities for you to use, instead of Tank Hunter Doctrine, which is really like a passive upgrades and getting more powerful units. Aside from that, there's an ability after you get the Fallschirmjägers that you can sabotage strategic points. Like even if you know that you cannot hold the strategic point, you can sabotage and then enemy will need to, I think, repair it, then he will be able to use it. Then you can get this type of mine, which, like, as you might remember, tank hunters had a special mine for tanks. This mine is a special mine for infantry. So this doctrine can be somewhat of a anti-infantry, like if there are large concentrated enemy attacks of infantry, then both airstrikes and mines can be used against that. One last thing, you can also get a drop of heavy weapons equipment, assuming your people will survive, so they can get additional upgrade. And then Fallschirmjägers, when they like get dropped, they already have one rank of veterancy, which is kinda nice, I guess. As you can see, I think, in my opinion, it's rather versatile command tree that grants you passive and active abilities, ability to build really nice defenses, like 88 guns, which are great and have really awesome firepower, and really ability to make like drops of I'm looking for a good place for Stunker to attack. I will try here. Probably it will get shot down. Yeah, it already got shot down. There is too much of an 8-year guns to pass the defenses. So yeah, that's the problem of this tree, definitely, that if enemy has a lot of anti-aircraft guns, then it's really hard for him, for this tree to like use its full potential with air abilities. I think even like Henschel Panzerknacker support is not usable, or maybe there are no tanks or vehicles in that area because it doesn't target infantry, sadly. And yeah, aside from that, I think that's the most important things regarding this tree. It's kinda fine, versatile. I think it can be used in really every possible match 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, and so on. You get this is standard, this is also standard that you can get from half tracks. Also, important thing, you can get Wirbelwind Flak Panzer. Only this tree gets Flak Panzers, and to prevent this unit to be like spammed too much, you can only have 2 on the map. Which for me is kinda solid. Because as with the other units, it can be really irritating to, like, you see enemy has like 10 flak panzers that are really solid, good against infantry and light vehicles, of course, and of course aircraft if they use stationary anti-aircraft position, because if they do not, then they cannot shut down enemy aircraft. So it's a good counter against airborne tactic tree of allies and all of that jazz. Anyways, I think that's most of it that I wanted to show you and give you a small overview of this tree. And yeah, if you like this video, consider clicking the like button, leaving a comment or subscribing to my channel. If not, I hope you didn't waste any time here and you will swing by in the near future to maybe find something that you will enjoy. I've been Black and I see you guys next time. Bye bye.